Hello, welcome to another Blue Elephant Ventures video. I really wanted to make this video to show all the camera equipment and just equipment that I got to make videos. So I'm gonna review those right now. The first camera I got was this one, and it is a GoPro. It's the Hero 5 Black, and I really like this camera. It has internal audio, it has its own audio, and it can take pictures, and it can do a lot of things, and it can do more than I have used it for. However, I just haven't used its full potential yet. But this is the first camera that I got, and hopefully to use it a lot more. It's tough, it's small, and I'm looking to use this more outside. And so that's my GoPro Hero 5 Black. Now you might notice that I have it on a tripod right here. And this is a very, very cheap tripod. I would not suggest this tripod. It was like, I don't know, 20, 25 bucks. I mean, it's not a high-end tripod. So, but I bought it, so I'm gonna use it till it's done for. So, now, my very first couple of videos, I used my GoPro, and it did fine. I didn't have the lighting that I have now, so the picture quality wasn't there because I didn't create the scene well enough. I left the intro alone, and mainly because it was my first video and I wanted to have a reminder of what was and what I can do now. So that's that. So if you look at my videos, you can look at the intro, and that was done solely with this GoPro. A lot of the outside shots, scenes, all done with the GoPro. And I wanted to show that because that was my first camera. To me, it was an inexpensive purchase, but I am happy with it. The one issue I had is that I speak a little bit softer, and the audio was not as strong. And that could have been several issues. The camera could have been too far away, but the feedback that I got back was that the audio wasn't there. So that led me to purchase, as you might notice, the microphone on my hoodie here. And it is it's a wired mic, so it's got a wire all the way running to the camera, and it does really well. I like it, and I'm happy with it. But for outside, it's got you're attached, so you got a string you can trip. So I'm gonna keep it probably mostly for more inside stuff than outside, unless the other audio that I bought would mess up. And that leads me into the accessories that I just recently purchased for my GoPro, and I'm gonna show those to you right now. If I'm gonna use the GoPro for my videos, I needed to buy some more equipment. The first thing I needed to get for a GoPro, and if you're looking for a GoPro Hero 5 Black or above, I don't know if this works for above, but I had to actually purchase a adapter to put an external microphone on this GoPro. So I had to buy this, bring it in there. You can see if that'll focus there. And not really, but this is the adapter, and you have to buy this one. Others won't work. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. It wasn't that expensive, but you have to buy this adapter to attach to this. in order to get an external microphone. Now the external microphone that I looked for, I bought a wireless one, and I can't wait to try it out. Hopefully I can get a video out there with me trying it out, but I actually bought these. It's actually one mic. It's a Boya mic, and you attach it to yourself, and then the other one attaches to the camera, which will be this one, with the use of the adapter. And that should take care of the audio for me for the GoPro. So I should be able to film and have the audio of me talking, and I can move around. You know, I'm not attached with a wire. So that's why I bought those. And the wireless microphone was not expensive. The adapter really wasn't that expensive. So with GoPro, you know, they got a lot of gadgets. Not that I can afford them all, but it's kind of neat. So anyway, those are the recent purchases that I made just for using with the GoPro. The microphone, I can use it with my other camera too, but I did want the wireless one for the GoPro because I'll be using it outside. So the next purchase that I made was a camera, and that's kind of the substance of this video is for the cameras. I like the GoPro. It's small, it's convenient, but I also wanted some more things, and so that made me look at other cameras. I originally looked at a camcorder, and it just most of the camcorders did not have an external mic, which is why I stopped looking, and because I wanted to have the audio so I didn't have to scream at the device that I'm looking at. So that kind of ruled the camcorders out for me, because the ones that do have the external mics get way too expensive, and budget was a big determining factor for me in choosing the camera that I got. And I chose to buy a Canon EOS Rebel T6i. Yeah, T6i. And so far I'm really happy with it. Some of the reasons why I chose that camera is, one, it did kind of go over budget for me a little bit, by a few $100s, actually over. But I wanted a camera that took great video. I also wanted a camera that took really great pictures. So that, in looking at that, I mean, they've got so much out there. You know, they got the DSLR cameras, which is the one that I chose. They've got mirrorless cameras. You know, I mean, they've got camcorders, and I mean, it goes on and on. So for me, I had to look at the camera. I wanted great video. I wanted to be able to take pictures, like real pictures, you know, square frame pictures. So that's why I chose the Canon camera. And they have higher models, but it just wasn't in my budget. This one was, as I let you know, was kind of a little bit over my budget, but it kind of fit my criteria, and I felt like I could do it. And the last deciding factor was that I was able to purchase it locally instead of buying it off the internet, or it was high enough in price range that I didn't want to buy it off the internet. So that kind of cinched the deal for me in choosing the Canon. So and I took some pictures with my new Canon camera, and I took pictures with the GoPro. So maybe you can look at both of those if you're trying to decide on a camera. I would. It was really hard for me to try and choose, especially if you're first starting out, like me. What do you buy? What do you get? What do you do? So I had to basically take a piece of paper write down what I wanted, which was great video, the ability to take pictures, and price range and availability. And that really was the determining factors for me. And really the top deciding factor was that I could get this one locally. And I think that was important. So, that's the equipment that I've got so far. I'm pretty happy with it. I did buy another tripod because this one will do, but it's not great. And the other one is just a little bit better. It's a lot better. So that's kind of the equipment. And in choosing a camera, I wish I could give you more advice on what to buy and what to get, and oh, this is great, but I don't have that knowledge yet, or the skill or the advice to give. But I did want to tell people how I chose, or how I decided to pick on the camera, decided to choose the camera that I chose, and which was availability, ability to take pictures. I wanted great video. I wanted to be able to take great video, and I wanted to be able to have a camera that wasn't going to be so outdated. I'm buying it new, but it's outdated, severely outdated. So that's why I got this camera, because hopefully I'll get a lot of good years out of it. And so that's the cameras. So the two cameras and the accessories, and I can't wait to try them out, and hopefully you'll catch me on the next video, which I will be using the GoPro and the wireless mic, and also the GoPro adapter that I got. So I am excited to use it, and I'm gonna let you go for this one, but just take notice on the difference in pictures. And I haven't leaped into the GoPro on, zeroing in on, oh, it's got to be set them up, autofocus and go. So that's kind of what I want. I don't know how far I want to go, but with the Canon I can go further in manipulating the mechanism on the cameras, or lights, or the surroundings. The Canon will give me that ability. The GoPro does have some. I just haven't gotten that far yet. So I hope you liked this video. I hope I was able to give you a little bit of information on how I chose my cameras. Maybe it'll help you if you're looking for one or don't know where to start. Because there's so much out there to try and pick and choose, and for me it just came down to those points, and I kind of zeroed in on this camera. So that's all I've got. So Blue Elephant Ventures, I'm going to sign off, but have a great one, and I hope to see you on the next one where I'm playing with the wireless mic and the GoPro. Thanks for watching.